Welcome to the English news of Binh Phuoc radio, television station, and newspaper. I'm the one now following are the headlines as usual. 4 coverages campaign examined in Binh Phuoc. Corner of Điện Biên Phủ in Binh Phuoc province. Leaders honor President Ho Chí Minh matters on Điện Biên Phủ anniversary. Vietnam and Singapore trade on the rise since the start of 2024. And now are the details. It has been 1 month since the introduction of the 3-month 4 coverages campaign in Binh Phuoc province, which will launch to encourage the implementation of a scheme on expanding the coverage of public services and telecommunications. An inspection teams had now been deployed to examine implementation of the campaign around the province.
The 4 coverages campaign focuses on activating Level 2 electronic identification accounts, registering accounts for public services, registering for the use of identity-validated SIM cards, and installing digital signatures. The inspection team found that all communes and wards have developed plans to carry out the campaign and assigned tasks to relevant agencies. Localities have also intensified communications to raise public awareness about the objectives, tasks, and benefits of the 4 coverages campaign. However, challenges faced by communes and wards mainly revolve around the targets of equipping 4G smartphones and using official SIM cards with digital signatures. Most of these cases involve elderly individuals with low technological proficiency, making it challenges to educate and mobilize them. Accordingly, some individuals who work far away and do not reside locally pose a challenge in achieving 100% completion of the citizen identification card issuance target.
Freshwater supplies have become extremely scarce during the dry seasons in many areas of the Mekong Delta region. Many households have been forced to use saline water for daily activities or incur significant expenses to buy clean water. To offer support, businesses, individuals, and social welfare organizations in Binh Phuoc and Bình Dương provinces have introduced initiatives to provide fresh water to people in saline-prone areas of the southwestern region.
Sympathizing with the local community, volunteer groups such as the Zero Dong store in Chân Thành town and the An Khang Tourism Company in Bình Long town, Binh Phuoc province, and a group of volunteers in Dầu Tiếng district, Bình Dương province, have sent 10 water trucks carrying over 100 cubic meters of fresh water, 1,200 bottles of water, and hundreds of bags of clean water, costing over 100 million Vietnam dong to the community. Despite being launched for just a short period, the Bình Dương Binh Phuoc Share Water with the Mekong Delta volunteer group has received significant community support. Many social media users have proactively contributed money and effort to send more water trucks to affected areas. This additional support provides further motivation for residents in saline-prone regions to overcome difficulties, sustain their livelihoods, and restore production.
There has been a significant emphasis in Binh Phuoc province on educating the younger generation about national history, with a desire to learn more about each milestone in the country's history, especially the glorious victory at Điện Biên Phủ. Nguyễn Văn Nghĩa from Long Hà Commune in Phú Đường district has dedicated considerable time to searching for and collecting various documents and keepsakes that contributed to the victory.
Over the past 6 years, Mr. Nghĩa has collected nearly 200 keepsakes, such as battlefield documents and images, military uniforms, and equipment used by the Vietnamese troops and civilians on the Điện Biên Phủ battlefield. In his collection is one special item, a bicycle, which was a major means of support during the campaign. The collection also includes images of General Võ Nguyên Giáp, the commander who directly led the Điện Biên Phủ campaign, and a figure revered and respected by the Vietnamese people. According to Mr. Nghĩa, collecting these artifacts helps him continue to pass on the torch to future generations and helps young people today understand more about the intelligence, creativity, and bravery of previous generations during wartime.
On the occasion of the 70th anniversary of the Điện Biên Phủ victory, May 7, 1954 to 2024, a delegation of the party stayed in the Vietnam Fatherland Front laid flowers at President Ho Chi Minh's mausoleum and offered incense to martyrs at the monument dedicated to martyrs and heroes in Hanoi on May 6.
Prominent in the delegation were Prime Minister Pham Minh Chinh, Politburo member, permanent member of the Party Central Committee Secretariat, and head of the committee's Organization Commission Truong T. Mai, former Party General Secretary Nong Duk Man, former President Nguyen Xuan Phuc, and former National Assembly Chairwoman Nguyen T. Kim Non. Participants showed their respect and deep gratitude to President Ho Chi Minh, who devoted his whole life to the people and nation, and led the party and people to glorious victories. At the monument, they paid tribute to martyrs who fought and laid down their life for the fatherland's independence and freedom, and for happiness of the people.
Prime Minister Phạm Minh Chính hosted Deputy Prime Minister of Cambodia, Nhat Savoen in Hanoi on May 6. More details are in the following report.
Prime Minister Chinh extended a warm welcome to the Deputy Prime Minister, thanking him for leading the high-level delegation from the Cambodian government to Vietnam for the 70th anniversary celebrations of the historic Dien Bien Phu victory. He highlighted that this victory was a collective triumph for Vietnam, Laos, and Cambodia. He emphasized Vietnam's deep appreciation for the support provided by the leaders and people of Cambodia and Laos towards Vietnam's revolutionary efforts. The Prime Minister affirmed Vietnam's commitment to prioritizing and strengthening its traditional friendship and comprehensive cooperation with Cambodia across all sectors. Deputy Prime Minister Nhat Savoen acknowledged the 70th anniversary of the Dien Bien Phu victory as a milestone of great significance for Vietnam, Laos, and Cambodia. He stated that Cambodia values its relationship with Vietnam, viewing mutual solidarity as a joint victory for both nations. Prime Minister Chinh and Deputy Prime Minister Nhat Savoen concurred that relations between Vietnam and Cambodia have robustly expanded across various fields. Both leaders agreed to intensify high-level exchanges and contacts, coordinate to effectively implement existing agreements, and enhance economic cooperation and connectivity, particularly in the border regions between Vietnam and Cambodia, with the goal of achieving higher trade in the upcoming years.
Prime Minister Phạm Minh Chính on May 6 received French Minister of the Armed Forces Sébastien Lecornu, who is on official visit to Vietnam.
At the meeting, both host and guest expressed their delight at their country's flourishing relations since the strategic partnership was set up 10 years ago. Prime Minister Chinh said defense cooperation is one of the important pillars of the strategic partnership. To further lift bilateral ties to a new height, he asked the two sides to continue stepping up mutual visits at all levels, especially the high level, properly prepare for the French president's upcoming visit to Vietnam. For his part, Lecornu underlined the importance of the first visit to Dien Bien Phu by a French Minister of Armed Forces that follows the trips by President François Mitterrand in 1993 and Prime Minister Edouard Philippe in 2018. Pointing out the importance of cooperation in sharing memories of history and addressing war consequences, he thanked Vietnam for actively assisting his country to repatriate remains of French soldiers who fell down during the war. The minister held that the two sides are completely able to secure a future of even better cooperation on the basis of mutual respect and international law.
Trade between Vietnam and Singapore topped $1.87 billion in March, rising nearly 4.3% year-on-year, according to the Trade Office of Vietnam in the city-state.
Vietnam's exports to Singapore last month increased 7.6% to over 603 million Singapore dollars, while its imports went up 3.27% to over 1.93 billion Singapore dollars. In the first quarter, bilateral trade surpassed 7.7 billion Singapore dollars, up 4.2% from the same period last year. Vietnam recorded over 1.83 billion Singapore dollars in exports to and nearly 5.89 billion Singapore dollars in imports from Singapore, respectively growing 15% and 1.2%. With this result, Vietnam remains the 10th largest trading partner of Singapore, the trade office said. Some commodities enjoyed export surges such as animal and plant oil and fat, rice and cereal, and steel. Others saw plunges in shipments to Singapore, including salt, sulfur, earth and stone, plaster, lime and cement, together with timber and wood products. Regarding imports from Singapore, 12 of 21 groups of commodities experienced import decreases, including reactors, boilers, machine tools, and spare parts of those machines.
And that's what 10 minutes of BPTV News. To watch this news again, you can download our mobile app BPTV Go or visit our website and YouTube channel. Now thanks for staying with us and see you next time.